Hello, welcome to all. Today, in continuation of video lecture series of chemistry, and today we will discuss the most important material for the which material helping human being, as well as that material also help the different technologies. That is the role of the elastomers. So, elastomer itself are discussed. Elastomers are the part of the polymers, and polymers can be classified into two ways, whatever their application. The first one is the plastic, the second one is the elastomers. So, elastomers are also known as the rubbers. Whatever the earliest rubber, the natural rubber, that is the polyisoprene. So, natural rubber, this can get from the plant, Hevea and so here, with the sap of the liquid of sap of rubber plants, those sap of rubber plant as a milk undergo the processing of different chemicals are used, such as different acids are used for, and with the help of the acid are added into the milk of rubber. So, milk of rubber that is obtained naturally from the rubber plant. Here, that thing is known as whatever that can be, say, Hevia racialis. So here something more type of those are also available, and those concerned with that the thing artificial rubbers are also there. So during World War II and World War First, because of the shortage of natural rubber, at that moment, such type of natural rubber were localized. So therefore, that was for the great chemists, they have helped in and for making artificial rubber. So whatever the practicals are were there for obtaining artificial rubber like a natural rubber. Natural rubber, this is obtained by the milk of rubber plant. So that particular milk of rubber plant, as a sap, undergo the process of the coagulation with the help of acids, and those coagulation after this they get the seeds, and those seeds are dried and we get the rubber. So that is the natural rubber. That is the also whatever the elastomer. So elasticity is there. So such compound, such high molecular weight compounds are called the elastomer. This one, this is one of the natural rubber. So natural rubber obtained by the process of the milk of rubber plant. But because the necessity at the time of World War, because when we have to see the whatever at that moment the requirements of vehicles were much more, and those are at the urgency period. So therefore, great chemists they have invented the artificial rubber. We have to see what are those artificial rubbers, 1,3-butadiene and their polymer. So all are the polymers. Whatever the I have earlier discussed that polymers are having the two major classes based on their application, based on their usage. So here one more thing is there, and that clearly indicates there is differences between the natural rubber and artificial rubber. Artificial rubber that is made in the chemistry labs. So chemistry lab having such bigger facilities, whatever their analytical techniques, whatever their processing equipments. So number of laboratory accessories are needed for the development of artificial rubber. Even recent, whatever those are there, silicone rubbers are also there. So all of these we can discuss in this present content. So basically, uh, elastomers are the polymers. Oh, so those. So first of all, we have to come towards the what about the materials responsible for the different technologies. So one thing that is the naturally what we have to see that particular essential we can say the materials are responsible for any of the technology whatever the transportation system. In case of the transportation we have need the tire and tubes. So tire and tubes whatever the part of the pneumatic tire. However, Dunlop, the main, the great chemist who invented the pneumatic tire. So therefore, the tire, the tire of the vehicle, whatever those particular all of you have known about, and as well as the tube. So inside that tube is the artificial, that is the butyl rubber. So tube and tire of vehicles. Now, one more thing is there. They are also using as a sealing material. For example, if we have the kitchen items in which pressure cooker is there, so in case of the pressure cooker, there will be the sealing materials. So that particular sealings are also example of the elastomer. However, there are so number of machines available, and those machines also need something the sealing material. For example, if suppose we have the petrol tank, and in case of the petrol tank, we need also the sealing material, seals. So those particular seals are of the example of the elastomer. In case of the petrol pump, whatever the petrol tank, where the cover, and in that particular cover, that is the sealing material. So that sealing is of the special, whatever that is the neoprene rubber is there. So special rubbers are essential for different advanced technology. Any of that, whatever here we have the, any type of machines, so certainly they needs the elastomer. So there is the much more significance of the these particular things. So now we can say that elastomers are one of the great material and which are responsible for their whatever that particular and most of the technical and materials are also because of the elastomer. Even if suppose we have the civil engineering part, in that particular civil engineering, the construction materials and all those of the construction, for example, the building, very high skyscraper building. So there, at the height, whatever the very big glasses are there, and those glasses are sealed with the section window of that. So those particular silicone rubbers are used. So silicone rubbers are also very advanced elastomers. So it is one more thing is the Teflon. So Teflon is the high temperature resisting polymer. This is also the example of the elastomer. So elastomers have the great role. Whatever there is the significance significance in advanced technologies. Suppose we have the air jet fighter, whatever the Indian Air Force, they have the specific jet fighters. So what they have also something sealing materials involvement is there. So, but the question is there, what are those elastomers and how they function? One thing, another thing, and how they retain their identity, what they think. So it is very difficult answer to give the advanced technologies. So because of that sealing materials, elastomers are very essential. Whatever if suppose in aeroplane we have the machines, different parts. So those parts are joined with the help of the linings. So lining itself are the elastomers. So number of elastomers are available, not only the rubber that is the privacy that is most important concern in our life because we are using the tire itself. Those are because, and that is the transportation, that is the backbone of the transportation. But elastomer, what was those are the rubber and elastomers are the synonym with each other. But elastomers are most advanced materials are there, and they gives the plasticity. If any of the vacuum system, so therefore there we needs the whatever, if suppose the temperature is there, if any of the industrial plant and they have the whole of system of machines, then certainly their inlets are there, then outlets are there, then their whatever the valves are there. So all those relates. I back to the one of the case of the valve, and that was the man-made digester in Bhopal, at Bhopal about so many years ago. So the company, the industry concerned with the pesticide manufacturing industry, and this there was mishappening because of the valve. So because of the valve, there was the problem in the leakage of valve, and all of you know about that Bhopal gas tragedy. So Bhopal gas tragedy is because of the elastomer used in that particular valve. So having the valve, whatever the sealing material, that the whatever elastomers are used, by which we can say the tightening of that. So Bhopal gas tragedy, that was related with the elastomer material because the valve contained the sealing material, and that was the elastomer. So in the chemistry lab, whatever, this is great role of the chemist to identify the answers for the different technology. So here, these elastomers are for the sustainability of human being. That gas tragedy have about 20,000 lives were gone. It is only because of the valve leakage. So valve leakage, the question, the material used in that was, if that is effective material, then there was the no answer for that. So here we can say elastomers are have a great potential ability to give answer to great technologies. So now, whatever we can now that discuss another part. So material for sustainability of human being, the item, material, chemicals. All of you know about what are the item. If suppose any of the that is the item, for example, if we have the aeroplane, so the air fighter, so therefore necessary we have to use certain materials, and certain materials, whatever those, the metals and alloys, and as well as certain polymers are used. Here the polymer concern is the elastomer, so elastomers are the polymer. Then we have the chemicals. For example, here we are using the natural polymer as well as the artificial polymer. So those we have the conjugated organic compounds. The examples are the 1,3-butadiene. So 1,3-butadiene, the chemical, and polymerization. So that particular compound is present, and 1,3-butadiene. This one is the chemical. So this particular undergo the process of the polymerization. Then polymer of that is the parts. So all of these are responsibility of chemist. They have to identify what is the problem and how that particular problem can be solved with the help of chemical reactions, and those chemical reactions are also related with the environment, the condition, the process conditions, the temperature conditions, the pressure conditions, as well as different catalyst conditions. So that's we have also see in the case of the vulcanization of natural rubber. So in case of the hardening of rubber, the sulfur itself is used. So that is the chemical reagent. So we have to know about what type of catalysts are used. So essentially, whatever any of the material of any of the technology, we need the help of the chemistry is essential. The whatever the fundamental of chemistry is essential to get the more relevant informations, and we have succeed in that particular technology, succeed in the maintenance. Whatever I have given the example of the Bhopal gas tragedy, where the valve was related with the specific compound, specific elastomer. So that's here we have to come the other part. So whatever high molecular weight compounds are the polymers. So polymer itself are of the two type based on their the usage and application. Whatever I have discussed earlier, the plastics one class, second class is the elastomer. So elastomers are the polymers. Now, based on the origin, the polymers are of two classes, two ways: the natural polymers and natural polymers obtained from the nature. So whatever, if suppose cotton is there, so cotton itself from the cotton tree, so cotton itself is the cellulose. So cellulose, the polymer, that is the natural. In case of the silk, from the silkworm, so that is also the natural polymer. Whatever lac, it is also the polymer. So when we see the spider, so spider knitting the web, so what about the system? That is also the natural polymer. So spider, whatever the Spider-Man, so the knitting of the web is knitted by only very small spider with the saliva, and that particular liquid when making the web, whatever the spider web. So in that particular case, the process in air, that particular liquid saliva, whatever from the mouth of that particular spider, is converted very hard polymer. So that is the natural polymer. Now there are whatever other polymers, those are the man-made polymers, the artificial polymers, and all those polymers are relevant with the petroleum products. What are those particular petroleum products? So that is very simple. Polymer, artificial one, that is the polyethylene, polyethylene. Then we have the PVC. So number of polymers are there. So in case of the elastomer, there are artificial polymers where the those related with the number of man-made elastomers, and those are the butyl rubber, neoprene rubber, and as well as then more and more chloroprene. Chloroprene, whatever those particular Buna S, and then the neoprene, and one more is the butyl rubber. So all these are four types of those are the very specific artificial rubber. So that's all are the polymer. Whatever I have one of the video lecture presentation in which I have explained the regarding the polymers. And in that particular polymer, I have specifically specified the polyethylene. In my another video lecture, we have the polymer, that is the PVC. So polyvinyl chloride, this is also the example of the polymer. So what about the vinyl chloride? That is carbon double bond carbon and chlorine is there. So that become the PVC. So whatever I back to the spider web. So spider, whatever with the mouth and the liquid is crossed and in presence of oxygen that is present in the air, and the polymerization occur, and we get the spider get the very hard polymer, natural polymer. So that polymer, natural polymer, and very hard. So you can compare if suppose that polymer of spider, natural polymer, and the diameter of those web uh, polymer, the threads, whatever those, it can be compared with the steel wire. So those wires are still strong than the steel wire, whatever the condition is that. So the wire diameter must be the same. So now elastomers I have discussed here, high molecular weight, then their properties of elastomer. These are the whatever I have discussed about the elasticity is most concerned. So whatever the natural and whatever the artificial. One more thing is there, the amorphous nature. So elastomeric materials having the amorphous, highly random orientation, this one, and then high elongation. So all of you are well known about that. High elongation, whatever when we have to stretch the material. So what happened? In case of the elastomer, in case of the rubber, what happened? That particular material can be stretched like a spring action. So spring action, so that is elongated. And there the orientation. Suppose we have the steel rod, so this one remain as such. But in case of the rubber band, so whatever the rubber band used in by hair band, so rubber band having the elongation and that can be have the random orientation everywhere that can be rotate whatever the orientation. So orientation is the random and having the elongation. So this one and amorphous, which all of you know about the amorphous. So that is not a solid like and not a liquid, but the state is the amorphous. So that's elongation. So that's why natural rubber or artificial rubber, they have the action of the spring action. So what happens in the spring? We press, okay, then we release, then long, so elongation. So this is the property of those particular elastomers. So those are the important concerns. Now we have come towards the various example, and most one is the natural rubber. So what about the natural rubber? Natural rubber, gatta parcha, or whatever that is the trans, and the hevia rubber, hevia brasiliensis. Here the chemistry itself is most important. Whatever I have given that chemists are the magician. Why magician? Because they can change any of the things. Even the rotation, whatever we have to see that particular the structure of the of this natural rubber. Here the whole the magician, whatever the magic is dissolved in one case. In case the magic happen, so trans condition toward the geometrical isomerism and the cis condition. That is in case of the natural rubber. So in those particular case, two different types of rubbers are obtained only because of the geometrical isomerism. What is the geometrical isomerism? Either the substituents are on the cissoid position, cis, or the substituent may be of the trans position. So transposition, uh, transposition rubbers. So whatever the we can say the structure that is the rubber. So I have earlier discussed 1,3-butadiene. So 1,3-butadiene undergo the process of the polymerization. All of you will know about the Buna, Buna. So that is in presence of sodium, 1,3-butadiene undergo the process of the polymerization, and those are the Buna rubber. So in case of the natural rubber, the monomer itself is 1,3-butadiene, but at the second carbon, one methyl group is there. So that is the isoprene. Isoprene, the chemical, whatever that particular, having the name 2-methyl 1,3-butadiene. So 1,3-butadiene, whatever that, the conjugated diene, because two bonds are in alternate to that, one, two, double bond. One carbon, two carbon, three carbon, four carbon. So at the one and two carbon atom, there is the double bond And one more thing, what was the aspect of the chemical bonding? So that is the at that carbon atom, the sp2 type of attach. What was the role of the hybridization? So here carbon double bond carbon, and then single bond carbon, then carbon double bond carbon. So that is the 1,3-butadiene. So in the artificial rubber, at that moment, the chemistry lab was fully of those particular 1,3-butadiene, but they does not get the similar type of rubber. So that is the question. But whatever the magician have the role to get to show the magic. And finally, they got the four artificial rubber at the time of the Second World War. And those artificial rubber, Buna S, Buna N, and then neoprene, and then the butyl rubber. Butyl rubber is one of the great elastomer, and that can be used in the wheel, the tire, and inside is the tube. So butyl rubbers are used inside the tube. So butyl rubber, artificial rubber. So this was invented. This there was the magician, and who gives the magic, and finally they got the rubbers. So that is the artificial rubbers were obtained at that moment in the 1945. So whatever that particular system we have to see. So we have to one more thing is there, and that is related with whatever the system of. So elastomers itself are the that whatever those particular most important concern. So now we can see that is so all of you can see the structure of the natural rubber. Here we can see the structure of natural rubber, where the most important here the natural rubber basically this one is obtained after the backbone in natural rubber is what about the natural rubber? There is one more thing is there. So we can say that natural rubber having the backbone of 1,3-butadiene. And here all of you can see that here one more thing is there. So cis condition, whatever in case of the 1,3-butadiene, that will be changed and we get the carbon double bond carbon. So therefore, this one is the cis-oil form. And in case of the transform, so what about the transport in the above one? So that is the that rubber it not good. So gutta parcha or whatever that gutta parcha rubber itself is not a good rubber. So that is because of the magic. Whereas the orientation, what happened? The magician orient anything, and then we get the product, whatever the scene, picture scene. So here picture scene is obtained by the cis condition of the natural rubber. So cis form of isoprene, and that is we can say the very good rubber. So here you can say the picture is given. Now we have the another part. So Goodyear, one of the pneumatic rubber. So that was sold by the Grip, was sold by the Goodyear in the 1800, and he discovered that polymer could be cross-linked, cured, or vulcanized by the heating. So here the cis position, the cis polymer, the whatever the polyisoprene, and in that particular polyisoprene, we can see that is the Goodyear invented the creeping on. What happened in this particular case? If suppose we have the bigger, so that big value, bigger long chain. So what are the property of the carbon? That is the catenation property. So here 1,3-butadiene, that is the monomer having the two position methyl group. So that have whatever a thread, like a thread, a long chain polymer, But if suppose we have another long chain polymer that like a thread, but thought creeps, so their hardening of that particular soft, whatever the hair bands we have to see the rubber bands, so those can be hardened, and then the role of chemist is important. And at that moment, the great role, the great chemist, one of the good year, and he finally find out the answer for that particular, and those are the pneumatic tires. So he do the experiment with the natural rubber at that moment. At that moment, no artificial rubbers were there. At the time of the Goodyear, all of you know about the great chemist Goodyear. So that good year uses the sulfur for the process of the vulcanization. So what happened at that moment? Whatever different threads, one thread of isoprene, one another thread of isoprene. Those are the natural. So in between those thread, whatever we can see the carbon double bond carbon here the cis position. So cis polyisoprene, and here the in between the third and two and third carbon of the 1,3-butadiene is contained. Here the sulfur is added as a bond, and then we get the finally cross knitting, and that cross knitting material itself becomes hard, and this process is called the vulcanization. So let's we have the another part whatever we have the limitations of that. So now why polyisoprene itself is needed? So synthetic polyisoprene or isoprene rubber, and this is needed because of that we can say supply of natural rubber was disrupted. Whatever I have given the example earlier at the time of the Second World War. So during the Second World War, this was the great challenge to the chemist and the great challenge to chemistry. So great challenge to the chemicals at the Second World War. How we got the particular the artificial rubber. So supply of natural rubber disrupted during the World War II, World War First, and used in tires for bicycles and early care, and used the Ziegler-Natta catalyst system to improve the property, so the trans or cis nature of the rubber could be controlled up to 90% in either direction. So therefore, synthetic rubbers having the most important. Here we can see the butadiene rubber, whatever I am thinking, that is the part of the artificial rubber, butadiene rubber. So one, two, three, four, all of you can see that particular 1,3-butadiene undergo the process of the polymerization. So how this polymer different from the natural rubber? So the answer is the known whatever in Second World War, such artificial rubbers are also known as at that moment those known as the Buna rubber. So Buna itself, the backbone, the skeleton of Bu itself is the 1,3-butadiene. So 1,3-butadiene undergo the process of the polymerization. So in the chemistry labs, they have synthesized artificial rubber, and they whatever the identification of a natural rubber was 3-methyl and skeleton was the 1,3-butadiene. So at that moment, basic skeleton. So they have polymerized this in presence of sodium. So that becomes sodium itself is the name is the natrium. So 1,3-butadiene undergo the process of the polymerization and then get the Buna. So Buna rubbers are obtained, but if suppose there we have to add the styrene. Styrene is what? Benzene and then carbon double bond carbon. So vinyl benzene is there. So therefore that was the essential part. So let's we have to see how the great chemists have the great role in the great technology, in advanced technology. So there is application of great chemicals and involvement of innovators as a great chemist, and finally the answer get to us the magic. So that is the magic. So in this particular case, you can see So that is the clear picture itself. But whatever then further Buna N. So that is related with the nitrile rubber. So what about the nitrile itself? Whatever the 1,3-butadiene and with the help of another the whatever the cyanide, the nitrile, what the acrylonitrile was used, CH2 double bond CH, CN was used, and so two monomer. What are two monomers? In case of the oil resisting, whatever I am discussing about the valve and the sealing material. So oil resisting elastomer. In case of the petrol and diesel cover, tank cover. So they are elastic material. Whatever those elastomers are used, oil resistant. Whatever the petrol resistant, the diesel resistant, whatever the lubricant resistant. And similarly, in case of the Bhopal gas tragedy, that was the valve elastomer, and that must be the chemical resistant. That was methyl isocyanide. So methyl isocyanide is the poison, but that was used in the pesticides, and pesticides are connected with the agriculture produce. So that's technology. Agriculture produce based on the pesticide, and pesticides based on the chemical, and chemical the methyl isocyanide it produced whatever the company was the Union Carbide, and 20,000 lives are gone. Still, they have the genetic modification. So special that was the valve used in that particular tank. So here, whatever the oil resisting. So here, two monomers, 1,3-butadiene and acrylonitrile. What was the acrylonitrile? CH2 double bond CH and then Cn. So acrylonitrile and 1,3-butadiene both combine with each other. So what they form, whatever they form a polymer. That is the copolymer. So copolymerization. So what about the copolymerization? That is because of the one polymer and another polymer. So both combine with each other and form a new type of product. And so therefore, in case of the Buna N, two monomers, 1,3-butadiene and CH2 double bond CHCN acrylonitrile. So both are combined with each other and then they form the polymer. So those are the copolymerization. So whatever it is a very difficult answer to get such information. So so therefore, the technology are based totally on the what we are the reaction in between the chemicals, what are the products, what are the products characterization, whether that product is suitable for the certain technology. So great knowledge of chemicals, great knowledge of chemistry is essential part of any of the technology. Whatever we are discussing now, the another one, second one, and that is the chloroprene. So chloroprene rubber, that's whatever the neoprene. So this one is the polymer of 2-chloro. Whatever instead of that we have then uh, the whatever then can see uh, that one is that is whatever that is related with the 2-chloro 1,3-butadiene. So 2-chloro 1,3-butadiene, that is whatever related, and that particular polymer, that is the monomer, and that is converted into the polymer. So at that moment, at that time of Second World War, this was also neoprene rubber called. Here the thermal stability, and one more thing is the non-flammable. So here whatever the characteristics, whatever the technology we are using, so basic chemistry is involved. Oil resisting elastomer, the bunion, that is the nitrile butadiene rubber, then more expensive than the SBR or the BR. Then the chloroprene rubber, and in this case of the chloroprene, that is the thermal stability. So that we have the get the product, that is the chloroprene rubber, the neoprene called here, the monomer having the chlorine at the second position. Now processing. How we can get the processing of different elastomers? So whatever the different process, and these can be processed in the chemistry lab where all the facilities are available, and we can make those particular products, those particular articles in the laboratory. So here, first of all, the preforming, then the molding, and then dipping. So different uh, uh, elastomer products are obtained. Now come towards the whatever our the multiple choice questions that can elaborate and can give us the more effective learning. In this particular case, the effective learning, we are using certain examples. So whatever the structural formula of isoprene, this is what about the answer is the 2-methyl 1,3-butadiene. Here the explanation, the structural formula of isoprene is 2-methyl 1,3-butadiene. It is a common organic compound with the formula CH2 double bond C, then CH3, then single bond CH, double bond CH2. So here at the one position, double bond, the alkene in bond in, and then third carbon atom, also the double bond. So in the pure form, it is a colorless, volatile liquid. So this is also available in the chemistry lab, so that you can process by produced by many plants. Now another question, the percentage of butadiene and styrene, whatever I have discussed, that particular adhesives. So styrene, butadiene, rubber, those are the also known as the Buna S. So in this particular case, the answer is 75% is the butadiene taken and 25% styrene. Styrene, all of you know about that, that is the vinyl benzene. So vinyl group and then benzene both are there. So the percentage of butadiene and styrene and BuNaS is 75% and 25% respectively. These materials have good abrasion resistance and good aging stability when protected by the additives. Now another question, selecting correct statement from the following. Here, the correct answer, the rubber. Vulcanized rubber has the high elasticity. Whatever the vulcanized rubber is the as a resilience, as a tackiness. So here, the vulcanized rubber has excellent resilience, as well as only slight tackiness, and the D, whatever the strength, 10 times more than the raw rubber. Whatever, if we have the raw, and so that's why we have the very big transportation, big vehicles, those definitely the use of the vulcanized rubber. So vulcanized rubber has a low elasticity and decrease with the extent of the vulcanization. So let's all of these are the concern of the vulcanization of rubber. Now another question, and in the vulcanization process, the raw rubber is heated. The question here, the sulfur. So what happened in the vulcanization process? What was the great Goodyear? Goodyear and have did the technique vulcanization, the sulfur. So raw rubber is heated with the sulfur. That is the chemical reaction. It is a chemical process where the converting natural rubber on related polymers into the more durable material via the addition of sulfur or other equivalent curative or the accelerator, whatever the role, whatever the accelerator as a catalyst, these additive modify the polymer by forming cross link, whatever the bridges. So this one is whatever the sulfur. Sulfur itself is used, and how this sulfur remain in the that particular threads, whatever Suppose we have the knitting. So how the clothes are knitted. So in case of the clothing, whatever the one thread, another thread, third thread, those are the knitted with the sulfur content. So here you can say the elastomers as a polymer, here the vulcanization because of the sulfur. So now we can say another the multiple choice question. Okay, yes, this one. The temperature at which raw rubber is heated for the vulcanization process, here the 100 to 140 degrees centigrade. The temperature at which raw rubber is heated. So that is the specificity for the chemist, for the chemical reactions are important. So exact what we want, and that technology can be processed with the help of the material used, and materials can be changed with the functionality, and that is because of the reaction condition. So here the reaction condition, the vulcanization temperature for a passenger tire. Here also different passenger tire, whatever the that is the 10 minutes at 177. So vehicles, the passenger vehicles, for example the car, for example the bus. So there the raw rubber, whatever the raw rubber, polyisoprene and the condition. So that is 177 degrees centigrade at 110 minutes. But here the question that is related with 100 to 140. So the correct answer is the D. Now the another question, and that is which of the following is not the essential structure requirement of an elastomer? Long flexible chain, weak intermolecular forces, rigidity in structure, occasional cross linking. So here not essential, and that is the rigidity in the structure. Now, explanation, elastomers are a long flexible chain. They are not rigid in nature, but Goodyear, who has taken the benefit of this and got the rigidity in the form of harmonization of those elastomers. So now one more thing is the tensile strength, that is the parameter is kilogram per centimeter square of vulcanized rubber. This is the correct answer. The tensile strength is of the 2000. So tensile strength of vulcanized rubber is 2000 kilogram. So that 2000 in per centimeter square. Cross linking produced by vulcanization to prevent the polymer chain from the moving independently. Now the another question. So let's say we have discussed a number of multiple choice questions. Those are for the benefit of the learner. So how we can get the information from my side to all of you for the purpose of the innovation. So we have the great ideas can be generated by the learning these particular technologies, learning from my side, and as well as I am producing, I am giving so much many information. So you have to use those. Natural rubber itself is the polyisoprene, the correct answer. What is the polyisoprene? Natural rubber is poly in the cis condition, cisoid form, cis isoprene. Malaysia is one of the leading producer of rubber. So here, because Malaysia, because rubber plants are available. So finally we get that how this rubbers, how elastomers are important in the different technology, how we can explain the different ceiling material, whatever the high skyscraper building, for example, any of the building, and that we have that the height of building, vertical buildings. So there, the use of the different adhesives as well as the sealing material that were the silicones, polysilicone, whatever polysilicones are also the example of the uh, rubber, artificial rubber, polysilicon, silicone rubbers. So those silicone rubbers are put it at the height of the vertical building up to whatever the height may be of the 600-meter, whatever those high. So there the heavy duty glasses are used, and those glasses can join with the silicone rubber. So those elastomers have a great value because that are used for the purpose of the to achieve to get the technology at the high vertical buildings. So glass can be joined with the section window material with the metals with the other material. So that is what we have the great answer from the polysilicon. So polysilicon it's also one of the example of elastomer. So whatever we have seen the and properties, and then we have also discussed the natural rubber structure. In this case, where the question was also arise, that is the orientation, that is the cis form or the transform, which form is better. So here then the polymer of the 1,3-butadiene. So that's we have, then we get the certain artificial rubbers where the oil resisting and as well as the thermally stable rubbers. So here we get lots of information regarding those as well as. So here are the processing how elastomers can be prepared. If suppose metro train we have the pulling, so those are the whatever number of items can be prepared with the help of elastomer. But what we need the chemicals. It needs the fundamental of reaction mechanism. What happens if electrophilic addition reaction occurs or the electrophilic substitution? So that must be, and whatever the so many great catalysts are used, all of you know the different name, including the Ziegler, Nata catalyst. So that's whatever the process. So here overall we can. So if anyone want to contact me, he or she can use my contact number, and those contact numbers are available at the Suresh Gyanwar University. Whatever you can check all these online, and my email ID that is also there rc.chipa at the rate of mygyanwar.com, as well as Suresh Gyanwar University. It is the very big upper big infrastructure internationally, and here also the human resources which are concerned with the great academicians are present there, and those are giving the services. And I think all of you have to come to the Suresh Gyanwar University campus Jaipur, that is situated nearby the Jagatpura. So all of you are welcome. So let's we have to conclude that yeah, for the great technology needs the great chemicals. This is the answer for today's presentation. Okay, all the best wishes for that, for and succeed in your life and using the relevant knowledge. Okay, all the best.